Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In our last two previous videos, we were reacting to Unique TV Man's strongest Titan Speaker Man ranking, and TV Man. Here we're reacting to Unique Cameraman, of course. And as for ranking of the camera Titans. In my opinion, this is how the list will be. The list would be Max the Titan Cameraman, the OG Titan Cameraman, Dom's Titan Cameraman, Monster Up, and then the War since the battle armor. Since the reason I think is simply due to weapons, is I actually think hammers, since he's got a hammer now, is much more effective at disabling shields than that of a sword. But at the time, he didn't have battle armor. So we'll see how it'll be. But if we count the camera toilet, and 29 Titan Cameraman, those guys will be in both 6th and 7th. Last. So yeah, camera toilet last, then this the end. So let's go.
The world of skibidi toilet. We'll begin with one of the weaker ones, the Saga version, but by the end of the video, we'll cover some of the strongest cameras, and some of them even rank among the top 10 strongest Titans in the fandom. And considering how broken the Titans are, that really speaks volumes about how strong the characters can get. The Skibidi Saga camera follows the events of Da Fook Boom episode 67, where the Titans faced off against the Skibidi scientist, and you know how that went, right? However, this time, he didn't survive the encounter, as the scientist toilet killed him later on. So yeah, there's really nothing more to say about this one, but since, just like I said, he follows the events of the OG series, it's quite plausible to say he's just as strong as he is there. With this, it's not surprising that at 4th place is the OG camera. This camera Titan has a high degree of energy reserves, as he could easily utilize his constant core release multiple times. We first saw what he's capable of in episode 50, where he easily cleared every mutant attacking the camera's base. This includes both giant skibidi and large helicopter versions. However, this went even further, as he easily went against the infected speaker, G-Man, and the skibidi strider all at the same time, and came out victorious relatively easily. He also has some cool durability feats, and has one of, if not the most, stamina across the verse, as he has been pushing through episode after episode, facing more and more powerful mutants. Also, his technology and weapons are quite unique, and yeah, that hammer really packs a punch. He then went on to face more fearsome threats, and after what happened in episode 74, who knows what new upgrades he'll get next. Number 3, the camera Titan from Virulence. You see, not only is this one insanely strong.
I already disagree. Now of course with the battle armor he might be 1st or 2nd, but without the battle armor, I still think he's above Dom Studios. Physical strength would be the worst since he could run for money. Speed, they would be quite relative. Durability, I mean, this guy took attacks from Tri-Titan and Sonar. The Nom's cameraman at the time had took attacks from Counter Titan, Aiton, and Scientist. So I could say the durability would be kind of relative, but if not, I'd still give it to Virulence, but I'll say relative. Intelligence, balance, intelligence is also relative. Experience would be hard to say, but I think the Wars would have an edge. Fighting skills would have to go to Doms. But weapons would be tricky, but I think it would go to the Wars, where abilities would go to Dom. And I think it would be a very, very tough fight. But I think the Wars would still come up top thanks to its higher degree of stronger core, in my opinion.
Strong, but also quite durable. I mean, as they say, surviving an attack from the Tri-Titan is no joke, as every other Titan could have been turned to dust just by that throw. Okay, seriously now. He uses a real sword, which can hit really hard. Ironic, right? Yeah, it doesn't cut, it hits. He was able to fight equally with the Sonar Titan, which has gotten pretty powerful at this point. He has a shield, and like I said, was able to go against the Tri-Titan, holding him long enough for the orbital cannon to do its job. And everything he did was without any upgrades. Now, he's even going to be getting a new plot, battle armor, real soon, which, considering how strong the Speaker Titan is now, really speaks to the power-up the camera could get when we see him next. But for now, he's in 3rd place. At number 2, however, is Dom's version. You see, when you talk about energy, this one comes out in the top 5, as he could shake the atmosphere with just its release, turning Pennywise into a skull, something that's been really consistent with his victims at this point. I wonder what happened to Leo. He's capable of creating a massive shield that's really durable, though I think he lost that upgrade. Right now, he's just left with this. He also fought against the Skull Astro, making the gravity arm a little useful for once, but even that isn't his full strength. Now, when we add his rage mode into the mix, his potential and overall power just skyrocket. Even with that, he gave the Counter Titan a battle he wouldn't forget. His durability becomes more impressive, as he took multiple stabs to the chest and didn't even flinch. He's also decent in stamina, as he's had plenty of appearances in his series. You might want to argue that Verlin's is better, but when you look at the stats at full strength, Dom's camera takes way more points in the 5 main categories that make a powerful Titan. On physical strength, they'd be kinda relative, if not slightly favoring the War's camera, as he even gave the Man of Fist a taste of his own. Speed could go either way, as while the War's camera could react to the Tri-Titan, which moves at insane speeds, Dom's camera tried to keep up with the Astro. But yeah, truth be told, those don't count, so we could say they are relative. Durability and stamina, though, would be in Dom's favor, as, like I said, he didn't react when the counter stabbed him multiple times and also survived attacks from those minion thingies. Should I even start talking about energy? This guy uses both constant and instant core release multiple times like it's nothing. Yeah, Dom's version takes this one as well. Weapons would be kinda tricky, but since we've only seen Verlin's camera with a sword and Dom's version switches arms every time he gets fixed or upgraded, he's taking this one as well. So yeah, you see, his stats are way higher, so he's clearly second place. And now for number 1, the Camera Titan from the Zombie series.
Yeah, one of the healthy ones. You see, one unique trait about cameras, no matter the verse, is their immeasurable strength. And this guy right here takes it even further. I mean, you don't make such an epic entrance and still disappoint. The Camera Titan was able to take on both the Infected Speaker and Drill Titan simultaneously, and they still got bodied. He has a vast arsenal of weapons with crazy abilities, and the most interesting part is how he uses them. With his detachable cannons, he almost destroyed the Drill Titan and went ahead to bully the Speaker. But let's not forget his most devastating weapon, the Plasma Bomb, which causes insane damage. One could say it's similar to a nuke explosion.
He even took a spot in my ranking of the top 10 most powerful Titans in all the fandoms. So yeah, he's definitely the strongest camera. However, check out this video to see which is the strongest